Will today deliver a judgment on whether President Cyril Ramaphosa's CR17 bank statements should be unsealed and made public. The bank statements are in relation to the president's 2017 ANC campaign. The court will also rule on whether Ramaphosa misled Parliament in relation to donations made to the CR17 campaign. Our reporter Abongile Dumako is there and is on standby to give us an update. A very good morning to you, Abongile. Thank you so much for joining us on the agenda. What's happening where you are?
Good morning, Simpiwe. Anticipation, of course, ahead of that judgment by the Pretoria High Court, which is expected any moment from now. Initially, it was supposed to be handed down at 10:30 this morning. We are still waiting outside the courtroom 4C here in Pretoria to get a sense of what will be the way forward with regards to those bank statements surrounding the CR17 campaign. Remember, the bone of contention comes from when the EFF wanted to actually force, if you like, the president of the ANC, Cyril Ramaphosa, to come clean on who actually was among those who donated his campaign for the presidential campaign for the ANC in 2017 in Nasrec. Well, the court here is actually expected then to hand down a judgment as to whether or not the EFF's request for those statements to be unsealed will be heeded in as far as that is concerned. One actually can anticipate that the judge will have to come with a quite a solid judgment as to basically what will be the reason behind him or her saying that these envelopes must not be unsealed. They will have to outline some of the reasons behind that judgment. And of course, one expects as well that if the envelopes are now sealed, are going to be continue to be sealed, on what basis will that be actually adhered to? Well, here at this court 4C, we've seen quite a number of journalists who came to actually get a sense of what will come out of this courtroom on the basis of the fact that we initially thought that this was going to be a virtual judgment, but at the last hour we actually were told that this is going to be actually happening here in this court. We will be approaching the court secretary then to get a sense of whether or not we will be able to bring those proceedings live. But however, a moment of truth is about to unfold here in the Pretoria High Court, Simpiwe.
All right, I'll leave you to it, Bongile. Thank you so much for that update. We'll certainly touch base with you as soon as the court proceedings start.